What's going on, guys? We got what? Probably our last garden tour?
Yeah, I'm hoping for one more at least out in the garden, but it's week 16. So
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we got week 16.
And it looks like springtime with those flowers up there. And really, here we are.
And it's fall. The fall. Just crazy. But I think we'll definitely get those mix of flowers again.
Absolutely. Some of them are even supposed to come back, so I'm hoping they actually do.
That would be cool. We got two of the kiddos over there playing in the sandbox on this beautiful fall but spring day.
Got my big basket today. There's going to be some zucchini that need picking in the garden.
Oh, Evan is going to be excited.
Oh, he'll be so pumped.
So you can pretty much see the sunflowers are all done. They're falling down. I've been feeding a lot of them to the chickens. Nothing you can do about it.
We're gonna be harvesting these potatoes soon. It's coming. I feel like I've been saying that all season. But we know the time will come. All of our peppers have already been picked, and most of those are chopped up in the freezer. We still have a few in the house to take care of. And we're supposed to have 90-degree days all next week. So maybe we'll end up with a few extra peppers.
Tomatillos are definitely good for all of the bees. The bumblebees and some wasps and a ton of honeybees are all over this thing. This whole bush of tomatillos. Honey, honey, honey.
So we've got quite a few zucchini for Evan, but these big guys, I'm gonna cut them up, use them for bread. In fact, this one might already be too hard.
Look at that thing, it's huge.
I think I'll have to take the seeds out of this one. What do you think?
Look at these girls begging for food.
Look at this, I've never seen zucchini like this. You think that's that squash board? Look at this. I've never seen a zucchini like this. Something's up with this. I know I've heard of a lot of people having issues this year with something called a squash borer, something like that. But I wonder if this is what's going on with our zucchini. I had noticed that the plants just didn't look as normal. Probably by now we've usually pulled them out. How's it look inside?
Fine, like a zucchini. It's actually really soft. Like it's not any hard part. See that?
We've pulled out most of our jalapenos, but we still have some on the vine growing. But these cayenne peppers, they haven't turned red yet. But we have never had cayenne peppers so long, so large. I hope they do turn red. It's crazy.
So our tomatoes are giving us one more round of tomatoes. They're turning red. We're gonna pick them. And I'm gonna make fresh salsa. If she'll let me.
I'm actually making homemade spaghetti for supper.
We should actually go for soup. We don't have any soup this year.
Soup sounds good too.
We'll do a batch of soup. Tomato soup.
So we've officially entered fall season. I'm just so surprised how much stuff we still have growing. All these beans. We're still picking beans from our pole beans, which still not enough to can, but I'm hoping those bush beans in the greenhouse will be in before we know it, and we'll be canning those.
You can't get me.
So I'm attempting to pick some strawberries. We just have some beautiful strawberries out here, but the hornets have been trying to eat the strawberries and I do not want to get stung. So I'm just trying to be very careful. Ooh, that one's already partially eaten. There, look at that.
What are you girls, chicken?
Was able to get a few beautiful strawberries. I think I even picked a flower there. So up in our pumpkin patch, as you've probably seen in other videos, this kind of powdery mildew has taken over all the leaves. We thank everybody who gave us tips and advice on what to do about this. And if it seems like we aren't taking your tips and advice, it's because we record a week in advance. So I actually got your tips today. So thank you very much. And I think what we're gonna do as we're at the end of the season here is we're just going to harvest our pumpkins when ready, and we're probably going to plant across the ravine next year. So hopefully we don't have these similar issues. If we do, we got some great advice of some different concoctions with vinegar and baking soda that we could spray on them. I don't think they were vinegar and baking soda together. I'll have to do my research, double check on all that. But lots of orange pumpkins, which is awesome. Our watermelons are growing. They're still very small, but they're growing bigger every day. I am off to the side of our pumpkin patch, and I just noticed this vine coming up into a tree. It kind of looks like grape leaves. It has these like prickly cucumber looking plants on it. I don't know if it's a cucumber plant or if this is some sort of wild plant. I know there is a plant that looks a lot like a grape plant, a wild grape plant around here, but I don't know what the fruit looks like. So I'm going to have to consult some foraging experts around here. But if anybody knows what this is, I'd love to hear about it.
Over here, our carrots have already popped, and this bell pepper plant is just going nuts. This is just, it's a mini tree. It's crazy. And for how many bell peppers are on it, it's pretty cool. Then you have, so you got radicchio over here. Sorry, I didn't know what it was and I had to ask my wife. And nothing's started yet, but celery, it's going really good. All the lettuce, there's some of it that didn't come up right here, but other than that, the lettuce is coming up pretty good. And the beans are just jamming. We have so many flowers, they're just going crazy. And then, guess what else happened this weekend? It was a busy weekend, let me tell you guys. If we had another half hour for a video, I'd tell you about this whole weekend. It was an eventful weekend, but I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, so you can see this kind of stuff. It's like some kind of fungus. We gotta figure out what it is and spray it. No, I'm just kidding. My uncle came over and we spray foamed the rim of all this. So now we're ready to go for this winter. It's insulated. It should help hold the heat in for the dirt, and yeah, we'll get into some other video. So back to the beans. They are jamming, doing well. This tomato plant has over a dozen tomatoes already on it that are big as a golf ball, if not bigger. It is doing very good. I actually should be tying it up again, a couple more spots here. It just keeps growing. It's awesome, so cool. And then our radishes, just jamming. They're doing great. I want to take some of these greens and put them in some eggs in the morning. I just made some this morning. We put some spinach in and made some burritos. Ah, so good. That other tomato plant, I don't know if you guys knew that. I planted another one. Just took a branch off, put it in the ground, and kept watering it. That one's doing good. It's coming in. And then these pepper plants. If you remember in another video, I'll put it right up here. We cut the tops off of these, except for this big one over here, we didn't, to see if they would still grow. And every one of them that I cut are flowering, and they have peppers on them. So it worked really good. And then the atomic red carrots, they came up spotty. They didn't come up that good, but it was our first time doing it. See if we like them, and then we'll do it again. I think whenever we plant carrots, we got to get in the habit of covering them, water them really heavy, and then cover them for 5 days. But the onions, these have probably been our best onions so far. They are all sticking straight up. They're not folding down like last time. So we'll see how they turn out and see how long they grow. And then you guys, look at these carrots. Just doing great. I think we need more carrots. We're trying to figure out a system in here yet. But this spinach, look at that. That's crazy. I cannot wait for this because you can never have too much. You can freeze it. It is way too hot in here. I need to step outside. So I had to step outside. It is hot in there. It's 80 today outside. And so, anyways, we had a mole come in here, right in this spinach bed, and time for the juicy fruit. Normally, what I like to do is stick smoke bombs in their holes, and then it takes care of them. But I'm gonna have to resort to the juicy fruit because I cannot find any smoke bombs now that it's past 4th of July.
We had a viewer recently, Wendy, who gave us a tip that we have to try our radish pods as a snack out of the garden. So we were saving these little pods, the seed pods, to dry out to save for radish seed, but she says it is a delicious snack, so we're gonna give it a try.
So do you keep the seeds in the...
I don't know, let's just eat it.
Well, what if you're supposed to take them out of the thing?
Oh, it tastes like a pea pod.
Oh. Well, thanks, Wendy. Actually tastes pretty good.
It's actually really good.
More flavor than a pea pod.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Where are you going? If you guys like this content,
be sure to give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below if you'd like to see more garden tours from us, or maybe greenhouse tours. I think that's what's in our future.
and share it with your friends. Glad you got to see us again.
Bye.
Bye. Why is this orange? Look how orange we are. This isn't right. Do I still look orange? I kind of look orange. Don't we look orange?
I think it's fall. Orange, yellow, red. Those are the colors you should be seeing.
Quit acting like you love me.